What's good, folks? It's WARFRAME here with a new Warframe video. Say goodbye to the Archoplasmor and hello to Moxxi Slowhand. Oh yeah, we're going to break the index with these builds right here. For those who don't know, Index is basically the Corpus version of the Grineer Arena, where the Tenno go up against Corpus Elite units to earn some juicy credits instead of that juicy endo. You can take any frame into the Index, but overall Rhino is the best frame to have when going into the Index, especially if you're going in solo. His iron skin allows him to negate damage and status effects, especially when his health reaches low values due to financial stress. And with a proper build, all you need is that initial cast of the iron skin and it can last you till the end of the round, making him the ideal Warframe to have when carrying Index points. In meta group comps, you will always see a Rhino as the carrier, Mesa as the DPS, Trinity to replenish energy and HP, and either a slow Nova or a sonar Banshee. But honestly, it's better to have a Banshee instead of a Nova, because the enemy radar she provides when she casts her 2 and the increased damage done to vulnerable areas is way better. Also allows the entire team to run shield disruption aura. So now you're asking, what makes this sexy kit gun so good to have when farming the Index? Well, it has a high damage potential and a headshot damage multiplier, which the Arca doesn't anymore. Feels bad, Arca got nerfed. This secondary is just better designed than its primary lookalike, and for a gun that's not ideal for killing heavy armored units, it does a pretty damn good job. And having the Pack Seeker Arcane on it just makes this one damn fine ass weapon to use. Moving on. The build we have on our Rhino is built around his iron skin, allowing him to reach high values of armor. I made this build have a perfect balance between armor and power, because if you focus too much on armor, our roar is just garbage. We want to make sure that this build can be taken anywhere. Taking a look at the build now, our aura can be any dash polarity aura. You can go corrosive projection, shield disruption, enemy radar, and etc. But for the solo Index build, I prefer enemy radar, as it helps us see incoming enemies from every direction. Since the Index doesn't allow us to use our sentinels or companions, this aura is just the best choice. The 2 Umbral mods increasing our power and armor. Since Iron Skin scales from both power and armor, it's best to have a balance between the two. And the 2 augments, Iron Shrapnel and Ironclad Charge. Iron Shrapnel allows us to recast our Iron Skin, which synergies really well with our Ironclad Charge. Since Iron Skin is a copy-paste skill, taking whatever buff to your attributes at a certain point and takes that into the Iron Skin when you cast it. So the armor increase with Ironclad Charge will stack with your Iron Skin. I kept Prime Continuity instead of Armored Agility because I prefer to have some duration when I cast my Roar. Like I said, I built this in a way so you can take this Rhino everywhere. But if you don't care, you can swap out the Prime Continuity for Armored Agility and have more armor. Now, the enemies you charge will grant you additional armor, but now the question is, how to gather enemies in a single point for a juicy charge? Well, there are 2 ways which I find really useful. First is the Void Singularity from Zenrik Focus Tree, where as long as you remain crouched, you become a tiny black hole, pulling in enemies to the center, keeping them right where you want for a nice charge. Other way is using the Ferox. By alt firing, you throw your weapon and it binds enemies that are close to it, leaving them clear for a good charge. There was the Telos Boltace method, where you would spin to win to pull in enemies close to you, but that weapon got nerfed to the ground, so not using that anymore. Moving on to the Slow Hand. This kit gun was built from the Catchmoon chamber, Love Tap grip, and the Splat loader. As we can see, we have a Riven, but honestly, you can replace it with a 90% elemental and it still does its job. For the corrosive and gas build, replace it with the pathogen rounds, and the radiation build, replace it with the primed heated charge, and you're good to go. So if you want to farm the Index, this is all you need. A proper built Rhino and a Catchmoon kit gun. And of course, don't forget the credit booster, that helps a shit ton. I hope this build kicks ass for you as it has been doing for me. Why don't you take it for a spin and see how it works out for you? Alright folks, that's been it for me. If you liked the video, please feel free to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace.